Welcome and thanks for joining us today. We're John and Sarah, a dynamic family of three who share a deep love for exploring the world. Our adventures have taken us to more than 20 countries spanning 5 continents, and we can't wait to share our travel experiences with all of you. Even though we both have demanding full-time careers, we make it a point to devote our free time to travel, producing travel videos and guides that we hope you'll find interesting. We also enjoy discovering the treasures of our hometown province of Ontario, Canada. Now, we truly appreciate your support, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be taking you on an incredible journey to Egypt, a land of ancient wonders. Now, if you're planning a trip to this remarkable country, you're in the right place. We got some essential tips and recommendations to make your visit to Cairo, Egypt an unforgettable experience, so let's dive right in. Now, after a short 12-hour flight with one layover, we arrived in Cairo, Egypt. With over 105 million people, Egypt is located in the northeast corner of the African continent on the Mediterranean Sea. First things first, when you arrive in Egypt, it's crucial to ensure a smooth entry into the country, and one of the best ways to do this is to have a guide or someone from your hotel meet you at the airport. This can help you navigate the immigration process and customs and ensure you don't encounter any major issues. To be honest, we didn't do this, and during our layover in Montreal, we met a couple from Egypt who thought we were absolutely crazy for essentially arriving in the country without a guide to pick us up at the airport. Finally, make sure to leverage your hotel transportation instead of booking an Uber or negotiating with a taxi driver. The biggest reason for this is vehicle safety. Hotels will generally have the safest vehicles as they need to pick up guests on a regular basis. What was also surprising about Egypt to us when we landed was that many are actually living without electricity, there's huge inequality, and this is something that you may want to prepare yourself so you don't go into culture shock when you arrive. Now let's talk about where to stay when you're in Giza. Now we can talk about several options, but there's really only one place to stay. It's the historic Mina House Hotel. Overall, hotels are generally reasonably priced in Egypt, so I'd highly recommend booking a room at the Mina House. It won't be that much more than other options in the area. It's also a 5-star hotel and well worth it, and they have the best and most incredible views of the pyramids from the hotel. Now, one of the best things about staying here is the opportunity to wake up every morning to a stunning pyramid view right from your room. Yes, you heard me right, a room with a view of the pyramid right from your room. When we arrived, they offered us to upgrade to a full pyramid view for an additional $200 a night. The funny thing is, we actually had a partial pyramid view room, and it basically had the exact same room and view, so I highly recommend keeping your money and sticking with a partial pyramid view room if you can. They also have a massive pool, which we were in every single day. From what we were told, the pool at the Mina House was actually the very first swimming pool in Cairo, making it kind of in a historic spot and a neat experience to say the least. Now, what sets the pool apart is the incredible views right from the poolside. Next, let's talk about one of the most iconic destinations on the planet, which is the Giza Pyramid Complex. When visiting this extraordinary site, I highly recommend hiring a private guide and driver instead of joining a group tour. This way you can explore the complex at your own pace and you'll have a more personalized experience. We ended up going with a vendor we found online called Desert Safari Tours. Link will be in the description. Now, what you'll get with a private guide and driver is that you'll be able to see the pyramids first thing in the morning and take advantage of an almost empty pyramid complex. This is because the organized tour buses tend to go later on in the morning, so timing your visit is crucial if you want to snap some of these amazing photos. Also, the complex is a lot bigger than you think, so our driver was able to navigate us around the various sites more efficiently, as opposed to waiting for a gigantic tour bus and the other tourists to get on board. Now, when you get to the pyramids, you'll be able to see the three main pyramids right away after you get in the gates. First, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, also known as Cheops. This is the largest and most famous of the three pyramids. Second, the Pyramid of Khafra. It is often recognizable by the casing stones that are still partially covered, its apex at the top, which is basically like the white stones at the top of the pyramid. The other casing stones actually were removed from the other pyramids, likely for repurposes for other builds. The third pyramid is the pyramid known as Menkaure. This is the smallest pyramid and its unique design, which includes granite casing stones at its base. Now, while you're at the complex, you will definitely be offered an experience to ride a camel. Now, the prices are all regulated, so you won't pay more than $10 a ride. While you're riding your camel, make sure to get your guide to snap some epic photos of you. Now let's talk about the food and drinks. The Mina House does have some fantastic dining options. Whether you're in the mood for traditional Egyptian cuisine or an international fare, they have everything including a breakfast buffet, so make sure that you select that option when you're booking the hotel stay, as it's extremely challenging to leave the hotel to find an alternative place to eat that's on par with the Mina House. And let's not forget the breathtaking bedrock of the pyramids while you enjoy your meal. It's truly a dining experience with the best view in the world. One important tip is that Egypt is a dry country as well, so you won't be able to find many places that serve alcohol. It's actually only really served to foreigners. Now, because of this, it's super expensive to purchase any alcoholic beverage, which was a big sticker shock to me, as beers can cost up to $15 USD per drink, so keep that in mind when you're traveling here. This hotel also has many parties and events, so you may get lucky and can dine while listening to some great music and enjoy some fireworks while looking at the pyramids, enjoying your dinner. Now, no trip to Egypt wouldn't be complete without diving into its rich history at the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities. This place is an absolute treasure trove of ancient artifacts, and I highly recommend including it in your itinerary. I'm a little bit of a history buff, so I love going to museums, and this is by far one of the best museums I've been to in terms of the breadth of the ancient artifacts. Now, here are a couple things that you absolutely must see when you're at a museum. First is the colossal statues of ancient kings and gods that once ruled Egypt. Second, the stunning golden death mask of Tutankhamun. This is one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt's opulence. You also won't be able to take any photos of it because they actually basically confiscate your phone before you get into that exhibit. Third, they also have a fantastic collection of ancient papyrus and scrolls, which honestly they provide some insight into the daily lives, beliefs, and history of the ancient Egyptians, and it's honestly awesome that these scrolls still exist today. A key tip is to make sure you allocate enough time for your visit because there's so much more to see. Personally, I wouldn't allocate an entire day if you can, and make sure to book a private guide in order to give you a more personalized experience. It makes going to the museum that much better. After exploring the ancient wonders of the museum, it was time for us to embark on another unforgettable adventure, a Nile River cruise. However, if you're traveling to Luxor, I would highly recommend that you book the river cruise there instead of in Cairo, as it's a much nicer stretch of the water. However, either way, picture yourself alongside the iconic Nile River surrounded by lush greenery and the timeless beauty of Egypt. Whether you choose a traditional felucca or a cruise ship, this experience is probably going to be one of the highlights of your trip as well. Now that's our trip to Egypt. Now 1. Remember, arrange for assistance at the airport. 2. Explore the Giza complex with a private driver. And 3. Make sure to treat yourself to some delicious food at the Mina House Hotel. Now if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and adventures. Also, if you've been to Egypt before, please share your experiences in the comments below. And if you have any questions or need more advice, feel free to contact us directly. Until next time, safe travel guys, and have a great day.